The Book of Esther, a story of courage, faith, and hidden providence. Set in the Grand Persian Empire under the rule of King Xerxes, also known as Ahasuerus, the Book of Esther unfolds like a royal drama filled with intrigue, beauty, and bravery. It is a tale where palace politics meet divine purpose, showing how ordinary people can play extraordinary roles in shaping history, even when God's name is never directly mentioned. The story begins with King Xerxes hosting a lavish feast that displays his wealth and power. When Queen Vashti refuses to appear before his guests, the king, angered by her defiance, removes her from her position. A kingdom-wide search begins for a new queen, leading to Esther, a beautiful young Jewish woman raised by her cousin Mordecai. Unbeknownst to the king, Esther is Jewish, a fact Mordecai advises her to keep secret. She wins Xerxes' favor and is crowned queen. Meanwhile, Mordecai uncovers a plot to assassinate the king and reports it, saving Xerxes' life. Enter Haman, a high-ranking official who demands everyone bow to him. Mordecai refuses, as his faith forbids such reverence to a man. Enraged, Haman plots not only Mordecai's death, but the extermination of all Jews in the empire. King Xerxes, unaware of Haman's true intentions, signs the decree sealing their fate. When Mordecai learns of the plan, he urges Esther to intercede with the king, even though appearing uninvited before him could cost her life. In one of the story's most famous moments, Esther bravely declares, "If I perish, I perish." She courageously approaches the king and invites him and Haman to 2 banquets. At the second banquet, Esther reveals her true identity and exposes Haman's plot against her people. The stunned king orders Haman to be executed on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. The decree against the Jews cannot be revoked, but a new one allows them to defend themselves. The Jews triumph, and the festival of Purim is established to commemorate their deliverance. The Book of Esther weaves themes of courage, identity, and divine providence throughout its narrative. Esther's transformation, from a quiet orphan to a bold queen, demonstrates the power of courage rooted in faith. Mordecai's unwavering integrity shows how standing firm in one's beliefs can change the tide of history. Though God's name is never mentioned, his presence is unmistakable in the coincidences that save his people, reminding readers that divine guidance often works behind the scenes. Conclusion. The Book of Esther is both thrilling and deeply reflective, a reminder that destiny often calls for bravery in uncertain times. Esther's story encourages us to embrace our identity, act with integrity, and trust that, even in silence, divine providence is at work. Just as Esther stood for her people for such a time as this, we too are invited to find courage and purpose in moments that test our faith and